Shalom. Let us start off giving our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash, double unto the apostles of his great millstone. Salutations to the whole fillet. This push is truth. Apostle Falcons are true, Sarah Charity. This is the brother on one by from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. Then we'll get to the sentence going too about this article I ran to about Sweden being the first. Sweden is going to be the first cashless, country, So, we heading to those times where, these devils, the Edomites, so-called white people, are finna push this cashless society and, gonna push that, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast in the scriptures, So I ain't gonna make this too long, we'll get into it. It says, Sweden is the world's first cashless country. Is Australia next? We know Australia could be cashless country in just 3 years. And now we have a model example in Sweden, which will soon be the world's first cashless society. Australia is already seeing a decline in cash payments, but there are numerous concerns that need to be addressed before we trash cash. Tapping going technology has changed the way Australians make payments. However, Sweden is taking this to the extreme with plans to cut out cash altogether. So yeah, like I said, these are the elites, the so-called white people, the Edomites. Plan is to get rid of the dollar and mandate, in the future to mandate the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. The RFID chip, checking it to putting your hand on your forehead. Either hand. We'll get into the scriptures. About that. But that's what is heading into. The future is what they planning on doing. That's gonna be the new currency. Cash. These cash paper dollars will be done away with soon. Going forward. So. A Swedish bank study found just 13% of payments in the country are made using cash, edging this Scandinavian nation, hope I say that right, closer to its goal of becoming the first cashless society by 2023. So by 2023, they can say they're gonna be done with cash completely, man. Might be early in that, might be 2022 or 2020 or 2021. However, it speeds up. Might be before time, but that's their plan. But it said cash payments are rare in Sweden. Most people use debit cards, so people are using these debit cards now. And but I'm seeing, I just saw a video, something that came about this person hacking two people's Capital One accounts, cards and stuff, got all the information, so it's gonna get to a point where they're like, look, we're gonna be done away with the cards, because if people keep hacking into those cards or whatever may be getting hacked into, they're gonna eventually mandate the chips on, man, probably rather than later. Eventually, they're gonna be like, look, you're gonna have to take this chip because there's been too many hacking problems and with the debit cards, and ultimately the RFID chip is gonna be the currency. You're gonna have to use to access your money, doctor statements, whatever, your Social Security, all that stuff, that you might have, you got access from the chip, So in instead, most Swedes opt for debit card payments, prefer to use a PIN to uphold their trust in these technologies. Let's see. It says despite this study, the study also found a defiant decline in cash payments in Australia. Professor Richard Holden, an economist of University of NSW, said in 2018 that Australia could become cashless by 2020. So now they're saying that Australia could become cashless by 2020. Through a series of changes, including retiring the $100 bill by the end of 2018, which see that 2018 already passed, but which didn't happen. It didn't happen in 2018. Reno the $50 bill by the end of 2019, which is on the horizon. So, hey, these elites are pushing to get rid of this dollar, man. So we heading to those times, man. Um, so that's about it on that article I'm gonna read. I ain't want to make this too long, so I'm just get those scriptures going to that. This on back this article. It's Revelation 13:16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their forehead. So it's not just the right hand; it's gonna be either left or right, on your forehead, whatever. If you take it, these damn devils that these elites, so-called white people, Edomites. This is what they are finna push on people, man. The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast in scripture, man. Which the mark going to Karama, which is something to insert, you know, to something to put in you, So that's what's to come. Next verse, Revelation 13:17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So yeah, he ain't gonna buy or sell unless you get the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast in scripture. Which is, like I said, they pushing for the cashless society. They finna get rid of the dollar soon. So that's what's to come. You can't make no payments, can't sell, can't buy, whatever, without taking that chip, RFID chip, which is to come. So Revelation 13:8, here's wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603.6. What you're going to that is Kaka Stipple. I want to go into that, understanding of that. It means Kaka Stipple. So from there, I'm gonna go to Revelation 14, and so I can find it real quick. Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So when I went into what the mark is, the RFID chip, Revelation 14:10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast in the scriptures, you will be destroyed by no thermonuclear missiles, because you gave yourself over to Satan, man. You take that chip. You completely gave yourself over to Satan. Once you take the RFID chip, man. You stake your claim with Satan and these damn devils, so-called white people, the Edomites, man. Which is so-called white people are the Edomites in the Bible, which they really not white, they red. So you take that, the Lord's gonna destroy you for it. And read on in Revelation 14:11, the smoke of that torment ascended up forever and ever, and they had no rest day or night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever see the mark of his name. So it's gonna be the destruction, the fire that the Lord Yahweh Shai gonna bring by the chariots and by the thermonuclear missiles. You gonna feel it, man. It's gonna feel like forever that you gonna get burned by this destruction and fire that the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna bring. For those that take their RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So with that, I ain't want to make this too long. I just want to go into that. So again, like give all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua Bashim Kakadash, to the positive elders, to the Sincere Akim brothers, to the Sincere Akim brothers, and to the few Akwa sisters that listen. Keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep fighting with that. I say shalom.